But we are. So we're doing a little morning live stream. We are going to be dropping the long form video today on this guy right here, the CZ Custom CZ75 SPO1 Acu Shadow. So we do have kind of a 1,000 round range review of this gun dropping today, and it was shot exactly in this format with the HoloSun 507 ACSS Vulcan, as well as the Surefire X300. This is their A model. Just kind of the quick detached model. So we have this, we go into the specs of the gun, the work that CZ Customs did, first shots, first impressions, how it performed, all that good stuff. It's actually kind of funny. You can see my dirty fingerprints on that. We did directly compare that CZ gun to the Springfield Prodigy. So that's kind of why this is out on the stream. And then we do have the Zestava M90 Serbian Redwood Yugo pattern AK. Is that Keegan who changed your name? It is 5 a.m. here. Yeah, I woke up at 3, couldn't go back to sleep, so I was kind of putting up some panels in the gun room, and then, I don't know, did some editing, and I was like, maybe I'll do a live, see if anybody's on. So, you know, who knows? Just checking it out today. I do have to go to the gym here in like an hour or two, but yeah, I was there to have this stupid username for 2 weeks. Well, at least you can join the live, Keegan. We have a really cool range review dropping today on the CZ75, so keep your eyes peeled for that one, Keegan. It's gonna be cool, man. It's like 1,000 round range review. It's gonna be pretty fun. We are having some more 1,000 round range reviews on the channel in the very near future. Including, yeah, I am kind of tired, including the Zestava M90. Not a sponsor, good morning, welcome. But the next 1,000 round range reviews, your last stream got taken down for violating terms of service. Yes, well actually there was 2 lives ago now. What's up with that? Yeah, every once in a while YouTube will just put me in my place, so. What's up? I was hoping to catch maybe a little bit of a different crew today on this early morning live stream. So we do have the Zestava M90. We got the ported 2011 Springfield Prodigy out on the table. And then the CZ75 SPO1 Acu Shadow. We do have the 1,000 round range review of the Acu Shadow dropping today. So very exciting. We did do 1,000 rounds kind of ish through this today. So that's going to be the long form video. It's going to be a pretty good video. So make sure you guys are keeping your eyes peeled for that. It's all done. It's all posted. It's scheduled out. So we'll be dropping today. Dude, do you have a Glock? I actually have 3 Glocks. I have 3 Glock 17 Gen 3s. I do not have any Glocks out on the table today. We got a CZ, we got a Zestava, we got a Springfield, then we have a Canic actually in the background, the giveaway gun and knife package that you can win for free here on the Muzzle Bro channel. You just have to be subscribed to the channel and then comment on those videos and you get free entries. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I kind of titled this one my 2 fastest because these are arguably my 2 fastest handguns in the collection. I was incredibly surprised, as you guys will see in the long form today, how the CZ75 shot. It just incredibly fast. Was not expecting it. It doesn't have any ports. It doesn't have any comps, but it was still incredibly fast. YouTube full of tender skin lamos that can't take a gun. Yeah, agreed. But yeah, we have a Glock. Keegan's gonna be right back to you. You have a sniper with a classic scope. Yeah, I mean, I do have some old school bolt action long range guns with classic scopes, if you consider those snipers. Honest One says, hello, what's up? Thomas says, I have the old school single action. Yeah, I mean, I've been having a lot of fun with the double action, single action. So this one is a CZ Customs build. So they did a custom double action and single action trigger, custom hammer, springs, bushing, all that good stuff. This gun has an incredibly smooth action, especially for being double action, single action. Lord says, I like that AK. Yeah, me too, man. This is the Zestava M90. It's actually a 5.56 AK, not chambered in our classic 7.62x39, but I still do really like it. 18.25 inch chrome line barrel on this bad boy. It does have our classic you know, kind of AK reliability with a long stroke piston system. And we do actually have an adjustable gas block on this gun as well, which is pretty cool. Do you have an AUG? I do not have the AUG. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I think there are a little bit more practical options than the AUG for the cost. The AUG's, I want to say about $1,700 or $1,800. Perfect purple. Can I see a 5.56 bullet? I don't have one floating around right now. And if I take one out, the stream may get banned or something. So I don't know. I have plenty on the channel. Ultra United, what's up? Hi, I'm new here. Are we going to see you fire these boys? So on YouTube Lives, you unfortunately cannot shoot guns, so they will take the live down. But there is a straight up buttload of content on my channel of me shooting all these guns. In fact, we are dropping the 1,000-round range review of the CZ Custom CZ75 SP01 Acu Shadow today. I need one. Yes, they're all very nice. Best Glock mag fed under $1,000. A Glock. A lot of the times the Glock mag PCCs don't run well, so I'm kind of, you know, I have a 9mm PCC, the EP9 by XTAR, that we are going to be doing a 1,000-round range review. My biggest concern with that gun is just going to be the fact that it does take Glock mags may make it less reliable. All the best from Denmark. Brian J says PCC. I don't know. Check out the EP9 by XTAR. It's $450. Do you have a 9mm bullet? I want to see it. I do. Not out on the table, but both the Springfield Prodigy, which does have these very nice V8 ports, as well as the CZ Customs build, are chambered in 9mm. And the Canik TP9 Elite SC. I believe in CZ Supremacy. Yeah, Keegan, we got all your people's guns out on the table today. My first time. Which gun? Well, the three that we have out on the table is the CZ Customs build. That is going to be the 1,000-round range review. Is dropping for that today. Dylan, what's up, man? M1, Yo-Yo, what's up, man? Have you ever used that dual barrel double-sided 1911? I actually have shot that. I do not have one, but I have shot it. Do you have an AR laser? A red one. I used to actually have a green one because the nanometers are more powerful. So I did have a green laser. I don't know what happened to it. I'm not going to lie. Dylan, yes. You're alive. Yeah, Dylan's here. If you guys are just popping on the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I would really appreciate it. What was your first gun, and would you have bought differently today? So the first gun that I ever was given, I guess, was a Ruger Mark II Target 22 LR handgun. I actually did a full video on that gun kind of a while ago. I guess the first gun I bought with my own money was kind of a Frankenstein AR-15. I kind of have that build set up to look like a M16, old school, like carry handle and A2 stock. It's pretty cool. Do you have an AKM? Yeah, I have so many AKMs. So this is, I guess, technically not an AKM because it's a Yugoslavian build and it's chambered in 5.56. I do have a very classic AKM chambered in 7.62x39. It is currently off at Syndicus Cerakote getting painted up, but that will be back on the channel shortly. I do have a bunch of other AKs. Pocket gun. Yeah, not necessarily a pocket gun out on the table. You could definitely use the Canik TP9 Elite SC as a concealed carry / pocket gun, but both the Prodigy and the CZ are kind of too big to carry, in my opinion. Hello, bro. What's up? Zolo. Keegan's got to go to school. Do you have a sniper rifle with a very good scope? Like I said, I do have some classic bolt-action long-range guns that have pretty classic scopes on them. You know, I typically don't put the older guns out on the live streams. I'm not quite sure why. But if you guys are just stopping by, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. It would help me out quite a bit. And then we do actually have quite possibly the coolest video in the channel's history dropping today, which is going to be the 1,000 round range review of this CZ Customs build. We go over the specs, we go over first shots, first impressions, we go over malfunctions and what I would use the gun for and all that good stuff. Top 30-06. do like 30-06. You would need some pretty deep pockets to carry these. Yeah, agree. SVD or M4? I'd go the SVD. There actually are some SVDs out on the market that I'm really trying to get my hands on. Muzz, if I skip class, can you tell the principal you're my guardian? Sure, as long as he subscribes to the Muzzle Bro channel. Hey, bro, I've seen that AK for 600 times. Yeah, I have been featuring this a lot on the channel recently, especially on the live streams, because, well, I like it. And want to go do a good job for Zestava so they can send me some more guns. And I have yet to film the 1,000-round range review for that. I think I am actually going to do that this weekend, so pretty exciting. The ZPAP, yes, the ZPAP M90. And he sees guns, and I get suspended. Well, don't get suspended, Keegan. We don't want that for you. But we do actually have the giveaway package in the background as well. The Canik TP9 Elite SC with the Utica knife, survival knife. You could win that gun. You could win that knife all for free. I'm going to swing around and show you guys the ports on this Prodigy because they are really nice, and I don't think I've gotten a good view of them this stream so far. So we are running some beautiful V8 ports here on the Springfield Prodigy, the 2011. Really help to reduce that muzzle flip and recoil. We are running the world's worst optic, the CH Precision Duty XL optic. It's really bad. $400 optic. I shot it like 50 rounds through it, and there's already a bunch of glass pieces in the optic window. It's really terrible. Really don't recommend it. Were you an airsoft player? Oh, yeah, back in the day, I guess. I want to get an M16. M16 is very vibey, very cool with that. I think it's a 20-inch barrel on the M16. Get a very good ballistics out of that 5.56 round. That's your EDC. No, typically I'm running the P365 AXG Legion. What about the Kraken? Yeah, the Kraken is, I would say that this is maybe worse than the Kraken because they both have the same problem, and the CH Precision Duty XL is more expensive. So not NGA, I don't know what that means, is awesome. But I guess it depends on what you want to do later in life. Dang, AK-47, yeah. Do you have a silencer? I need to see a sniper silencer. I have many silencers in the collection. We actually, in fact, just dropped a 1,000-round range review of one of the 22 suppressors on the channel. We are going to run the Zestava M90 here with the Dead Air Wolverine suppressor when we do the range review for her. If I don't need chemistry, what do I need to study it? I don't know. Have you seen the AK-19? I've seen it. I have not really gotten my hands on it, but I would like to. Dylan says, I will probably finish that shotgun restoration today as long as the last part I need comes in. Nice. That's going to be a nice piece, Dylan. I'm excited to see that. But I am subbed. Good. Yeah, if you are just popping on the stream, make sure you are subscribed to the channel because I would really appreciate it. Muzz, what happened to the Kraken? The Kraken is currently on Diamond, the stripper Cerakoted Glock 17. I may move it to, we have a new 2011 coming to the channel this week. So I may move the Kraken to that 2011, or maybe I'll take the CH Precision optic off of this and move it to the Kraken. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. We'll see. Oh, he's talking to Keegan. Okay, yeah. But yeah, man, so the 1,000-round range review dropping today of the CZ Customs CZ75 build. The MSRP of this gun, drum roll please, is $1,924. That is without the hollow sun, that is without the flashlight. So for the gun itself from CZ Customs, they are going to be charging you $1,924. So that is something that we keep in mind throughout our 1,000-round range review of this CZ Customs build. It is a very beautiful build. But yeah, keep that in mind as you're watching the build today. What gun has the coolest wrap you have? I don't know. I like all my guns. I like this goon taped up Zestava. I like the, little spray painted magwell on the Prodigy. The EP9 currently has that German Flecktarn goon tape. Yeah, the stripper gun is a very cool camo. If I had one dream gun, the SVD. Yeah, that's a good one, man. My only concern with that would be the ammo availability. Not to say you couldn't work around that. You probably could. Muzz, what do you do for a living? Muzz is a male model. Yes. Muzz, you low-key stopped showing the quick catch. Is it all right? It is okay. In fact, and he asks, can you goon tape it again? I was actually going, because I actually kind of just did I really want to call it a project, but I sent goon tape a bunch of my videos because I don't know, they're gonna try and feature me on their Instagram or something. We actually allegedly, and I don't believe anything until I actually get it, but allegedly we're getting some parts in from JMac Customs, and I'm gonna throw those on the quick hatch and just kind of switch up the vibe a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit more high speed with the ridiculous muzzle brake. So if these parts from JMac Customs come in, we will put them on the quick hatch. We kind of go from there. Do you have a full auto AR? No, I do have the D's Nuts Tactical Super Safety that works very well. Is it real? Yes, we have 3 very real guns on the table and then 1 very real gun that you can actually win in the background. But to win the giveaway gun, you must be subscribed to the channel. Giveaway gun, yes, the Canik TP9 Elite SC. How much was that AK? I believe the MSRP of the Zestava M90 is about $1,200, which is really actually not a bad price for an AK. Why? Well, AKs are typically around $1,000, okay? This one does come with an adjustable gas tube, so you can suppress it a little bit better. It does come with a chrome lined barrel. So, and the furniture is really nice. Were you a real soldier back in the day? No, I was not. I don't want that paint gun. I want a real gun. Well, these are all real guns. I'm surprised they don't pitch a fit about Dylan. Shh, we don't want to get in trouble, Dylan. Yeah, I don't know, man. It seems very interesting what I get in trouble for and what I don't, but you know. But yeah, we directly compared the ported 2011 here with a 2.5 pound trigger job to the CZ Customs build in the 1,000 round range review. So that is definitely something. It's a cool little interesting test. The Prodigy wasn't featured a ton in the video. I actually kind of started to ramble about the Prodigy and the 226, and I took it out. Blah, 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 blah. Are you in, I don't know, like a helmet in the military? I'm not. Giveaway. Better be a true 1911. Well, the giveaway gun is the Canik TP9 Elite SC. Ever since I started watching this channel, people have always been doing for some reason, though the guns were fake. Interesting. Any European World War II guns? I do have a World War II Beretta, which is pretty cool. All right, Dylan, thanks for stopping by, man. If you guys are just popping into the stream, welcome to the Muzzlebro channel. If you're here for the first time, I'm really appreciative you're here. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Napmaster, show the giveaway gun first. Yeah, we do have a giveaway gun and a giveaway knife package out on the channel. This is free to enter. The giveaway gun and knife, the Canik TP9 Elite SC, and the Utica Knife Survival Knives. That's pretty cool. But yes, the 1,000 round range review is dropping today of the CZ Custom, CZ75, SP01, Acu Shadow. Why are you running that giant optic with the small window on the 2011? Why not just go with the 507 comp? Well, I am limited to the optics that I am sent. I really actually hate this optic, the CH Precision Duty XL. I like the way it looks, but there's actually glass in the window and it sucks. So, yeah, sorry, CH Precision, if you're watching this, which you're not. How much do we have to donate? Every dollar you donate to the channel gives you 1 extra giveaway entry. Can I please have Dev? No. Relatable, Keegan says. Yeah, I do actually, I like the Holosun. This is the Holosun 507 ACSS Vulcan. I actually do really like this optic. People kind of be like, ooh, it's a Holosun, but it works very well. And the reticle system is actually really awesome on the ACSS Vulcan. It's basically, you kind of see on the side of the optic, it's got that little, it's like a chevron, which is pretty cool. And on the CH Precision Duty XL, I think this is a multi-reticle optic, but that doesn't really help because there's like broken glass in the optic window that shakes around, and you know, I'll donate $100 if I win that gun. Well, if you donate $100, you'll get 100 entries, and you're actually very likely to win the gun. So it kind of works the other way around, Napmaster. But if you guys are just popping on the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I would really appreciate it. We have new content dropping all the time. And we also do live streams all the time. We have a short that drops every single day. We have a live stream every single day. And then there are periodic 1,000-round range reviews and other long-form videos, like the range review for the CZ75 SP01 Acu Shadow is dropping today. Pretty exciting. Dog Shake Necks says hello. The Napmaster is questioning the options to win. It's a giveaway gun and a giveaway knife. It's actually very good, very nice package. How do we get mod like Dylan? You have to come to the streams for a good period of time, and I have to like you. Sam says hi. What's up, Sam? You got any bipods? I do have a couple, yeah. The coolest bipod I have is actually on the RPK. The Romanian parts kit RPK that I have in the collection does have a deployable bipod that comes standard with the gun. Hectic, yo, yo, yo. 5:30 is crazy. Yeah, I couldn't sleep, so oh well. I've been here since October. Have you, Keegan? I'm gonna get a 12 Desert Eagle. I want a Desert Eagle. I think if I were to get the Desert Eagle, it would be the gold one. I'm going to go see some other streams. Bye. All right. Peace out, man. Thanks for stopping by. If you are just stopping by, subscribe to the channel, please. Hectic, the 1,000-round range review of the CZ75 is dropping today, so that is pretty exciting. I was very happy with how that range review turned out. It's going to be cool. Every long-form video I drop, I am trying to make better than the last. I thought the long-form on the Taquito suppressor was pretty good, but hopefully this is even better. And then hopefully the long-form for the Zestava is better than that, and then we go on and have better and better long-form videos is the plan. Watching from Israel, nice. Debating on getting a Magpul bipod. Good, but way overpriced. The Magpul bipods are good, but they're way too much money. Feeling good. What's up, man? But yeah, the three guns that we have out on the table today is we do have the Springfield Prodigy. This is a 4 1/4 inch version. I do have V8 ports on this guy, which are kind of hard to see, but they are there. I did actually switch out the fiber optic to a red fiber optic. I kept that blacked out rear. We did add a CH Precision Duty XL optic. We have a 2.5 pound trigger job from Vulcan Machine Works. We have a Dawson Precision magwell with a spray painted red base plate. What do you recommend other than Magpul bipods? I don't know, man. I'd go on Optics Planet and just browse. For me, a bipod, like, not that I don't care about it, because like you don't want a really crappy one, but like as long as it doesn't suck the absolute most, like it's gonna do its job. Like a bipod's not like a optic where it's like it's actually got to hold 0 and not, you know, dim. Like it's literally like you could achieve the same goal of a bipod with like 2 sticks. Bye, Keegan. Mountain Man, what's up? Before work, super early live. Yes. I couldn't sleep and I was bored and I was kind of sick of editing, and I finished putting up some more foam panels in the gun room and figured I'd hop on a live, see what everyone was up to this morning. We are dropping the 1,000 round of the CZ Customs build today, so that will be out on the channel. That long form video will be live. It's going to be a pretty cool one, so stay tuned for that. The next long form range review will likely be the Zestava M90 here that we had on the table. Really awesome 5.56 AK. I should be filming the 1,000 round range review this weekend. Do you have the Smart Mag for dry firing? The dry fire mag, is that what you're talking about, Mountain Man? If you do, buy yourself a dry fire mag. Use code BROKE at checkout and get 10% off. Actually, it's pretty cool. I have it for my Glock 17. It's a lot of fun. The dry fire mags only work for striker fired guns, so I can't use them in like the DASA or the SAOs that we have out on the table today, but dry fire mag actually makes a ton of different mags. Hectic, we gotta go. Work's a callin'. Great to see the stream up this early. Nice, well, appreciate you stopping by, Hectic. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I really would appreciate it. It means a lot to me when you guys subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Where did you wear deployed? No. Ever since I found Zev, I haven't purchased anything else. I do have the 6 hour P226 Zev. I like that build quite a bit. Okay, I want the Mantis system for my ARs. I believe I have an affiliate link for Mantis Mountain Man. If you check my direct me, I would appreciate it. That's on my YouTube bio. What are your thoughts on the Glock 21? I prefer 9mm, I guess I would say. The Glock 21's in 45, right? Sorry, my brain is still like... Janice says, nice guns. Thank you. We have the 4¼ inch Springfield Prodigy with all sorts of aftermarket upgrades. We got the Zestava M90 in Serbian Redwood 5.56 AK. It's a lot of fun. Then we have the CZ Customs CZ75 SP01 Acu Shadow. The 1,000 round range review on this bad boy is actually dropping today, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, it's Glock 21 is in 45. Yeah, I just like the 9mm typically. What do you think of the Prodigy? So, you know, a lot of people have had significant issues with the Prodigy, and I'm not going to sit here and say that they haven't. I can tell you that I have not had any issues with my Prodigy, and I've really enjoyed doing this build. I got the gun brand new for $1,000. I added a trigger job for $100, V8 ports for $300, the mag well for $100, and like a $300 optic, and you actually still come in quite a bit under the price of a optics cut Staccato P. And this gun shoots better than a Staccato P because of the V8 ports. So I've had good luck with the Prodigy. I haven't had any issues with the MIM parts. I haven't had any issues jamming or malfunctioning. It's worked very well. Do you have a higher serial number, I would assume? I truly don't know. I didn't buy this in the first iteration. I mean, I think I bought this 2 years ago, maybe. So not an incredibly long time, but I definitely did not get the first batch. Until I got the CZ Customs build. This was actually my fastest shooting handgun by far. Because of the trigger, because of the V8 ports, because of the fact that it's kind of a 2011, it does shoot very fast. We actually did compare the Prodigy to the CZ Customs in the 1,000 round range review that is dropping today on that CZ build, which is pretty cool. If you guys are just popping on, please subscribe to the channel, guys. I really, really would appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. And there is new content on the Muzzle Bro channel daily. We have a new video that drops every single day, usually more than one new video. Everyone donate or comment on any videos with the Canic to enter the giveaway. Yeah, we do have a giveaway gun going on right now, the Canic TP9 Elite SC, along with the Utica Knives Survival Knife. It is free to enter that giveaway, but if you donate to the channel, you get extra entries. So you can win that gun. We are giving it away at the end of May. May 31st, we will be announcing the winner of the Canic gun giveaway, which is coming up. You know, it's a couple of weeks, so you don't want to miss that giveaway. War? Question mark? No? Question mark, he says? I don't know, man. But yes, we are going to be doing the 1,000 round range review for the M90 next, which is pretty cool. The 1,000 round CZ review is dropping today. Thoughts on Is that the Ukraine flag? I don't quite know. So yeah, man, plenty of 1,000-round range reviews that we're gonna kind of start popping off on the channel. We do have a good handful of range reviews up so far, but I've kind of found a little bit of my groove, I guess you would say, a little bit of how I want to run the 1,000-round range reviews and what I want to do. What are my thoughts on Ukraine? I hate to see America give millions and billions of dollars to other countries, but also, you know, if it can kind of slow down Russia, I think it's worth it. But, you know, I'm just the YouTube gun guy. I don't really play that stuff. My Prodigy in the 30s. Seems I got one from the second batch too. Have you had problems with it? When is the EP9 range review? If I were to pull a random date out of my booty, I would say maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Probably less than that, honestly. I'm doing the filming for the range portion this Saturday. So I think we're gonna drop the M90 1,000-round range review first, and then we will do the EP9 range review. I am from Brazil. Well, welcome from Brazil. Appreciate you stopping by the Muzzle Bro channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. We have plenty of AKs, ARs, handguns, everything. Are you doing YouTube full time now? No, I actually don't really make any money off of YouTube still. I mean, I make like maybe $200 a month on YouTube. So I definitely cannot do that full time. Unfortunately, you know, hopefully the channel grows and hopefully I can make it a little bit more of my income. But as of right now, this is just kind of all for funsies. But that's kind of the way to be, you know? So that's when, you know, when you guys do donate to the channel, it helps me out a ton. It basically, you know, it's kind of funny because I guess I make a couple $100 a month from YouTube, but then like, I mean, I'm going to go spend $500, $600 literally doing the range review for like the M90. So it's kind of like, are you monetized? Yeah, we are monetized on the channel. But, you know, I don't make a ton. I've not had any issues with the 5-inch Prodigy, and it has all the things they did to the newer. Drop with the light and slide, full channel for the extractor. Nice. Yeah, I funny enough, have never had a single malfunction with the Prodigy, which is kind of wild. I can't say I've really done a 1,000-round range review, but I kind of want to now. Especially just to kind of, I don't know. I feel like it's not fair, though. Like, in a sense of, I upgraded the legitimate piss out of this gun. So, like, to do a 1,000-round range review on, like, oh, it's the 4 1/4-inch Springfield Prodigy. It's like, yeah, it is, but it's like, it's got V8 ports, it's got a trigger, it's got all the other stuff. Fiasco Don, what's up, man? What's up, Muzz? Up early. Yeah, I could not sleep, so been up since 3 a.m., just kind of hanging out. Did some editing, got the CZ video done. That's going to be dropping today. That's crazy how fast you grew. It was like September last year. You're already monetized. Yeah, man. Dude, I love the Prodigy. I got the 4 1/4 for carry. See, you know, honestly, if I kept this gun fairly stock, I probably would be big enough, or excuse me, small enough to carry. But with the big old magwell and the big old optic, I probably wouldn't carry mine. But yeah, I mean, could. That's why I think it's from the newer batch, and I have not had an issue. Yeah, a lot of people have, a lot of people haven't. I don't know. Every time I say anything good about the Prodigy, people tend to like yell at me, but I do actually really like the gun. This one, with all the upgrades and the ports, it does shoot very well. So you actually get to watch a little bit of the Springfield Prodigy today in the 1,000-round range review of the CZ Customs build. We do have this 1,000-round range review dropping today. EGW magwell. This is actually the Dawson Precision magwell. This is the exact same magwell that they use on the Staccatos. Bought it from Dawson Precision for about $100. I did have to shave the magwell. Now you could shave the frame, but I think that's unwise. So we shaved the magwell of this and popped it on. CZ Customs are always great. Yeah, man, this was a really nice piece. like I said, we will have the full 1,000 round range review dropping today. We go very in depth on all of the performance and malfunctions and issues and whether or not I would recommend it for its $1,900 cost. I would carry that CZ. It looks pretty small, maybe without the light. I actually would not carry this gun, especially in this configuration. If I had to carry it, well, first off, it's very heavy. We do have a metal frame, so it's a very heavy gun. So it's incredibly heavy. It's pretty big, plus the optic, plus the light. And you can't carry this without an optic because there's no rear sights. So I know I've been MIA for a while, but have you shot the AK? Yeah, I have shot this. I have not finished filming the 1,000 round range review, but I have done first shots with it. Incredibly impressive, incredibly light recoiling. That was the first thing that I really picked up on. I'm kind of used to picking up an AK and getting thumped around a little bit just because of the 7.62 by 39 caliber. But this gun being in 5.56 and being like a full size, actually a larger than full size AK, because it does have an 18-inch barrel. The recoil impulse was incredibly pleasant. So it's fun. It's a really fun gun. And again, for the price point, I think it's a great value because it does have the adjustable gas block and, yeah, I have some experience with the TSO. Nice. Cool. How about the lever action? Did you shoot it? No, I have not shot the lever action. I honestly completely forgot about that gun. I'm still waiting on the handguard from Midwest Industries. So I don't want to have to do that range review twice, basically. Those 45-70 rounds are like $2 a piece. So once I get the handguard from Midwest, we will do that range review and get it done. I gotta say, I completely forgot about that gun because I've just been waiting on the correct handguard for like months at this point. But once I get the right handguard in, we will do the lever action range review. Jimmy James, nice. If I could only have one rifle, I think the M90 would be it. Dude, it's nice. 5.56 out of an 18.25-inch chrome line barrel. It's got AK reliability, adjustable gas block, very nice recoil impulse. I'm a pretty big fan of this gun. If you guys are just popping in to the Muzzle Broke channel, please subscribe to the channel, guys. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. It means the world to me when you guys subscribe. Yeah, the M90 is definitely the move. Like I said, I've really only done first shots with it in a sense of like I've only blown through like 100 or 200 rounds. But the 1,000 round range review is coming. I have a 7.5-inch AR pistol. Nice. That's good length for 9mm, I'd say. Or it's like a 300 blackout. Typically, I'm running a 300 blackout, like home defense suppressed AR. MDEX sub. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Like I said, we got new content legit every single day. We have new shorts and live streams and long forms and all of that good stuff. And you can win the giveaway gun. There's more chances to enter, so that's cool. Hey man, do you shoot on streams? Well, I am in my house right now, so not going to on this one. But there is plenty of content of me shooting all of these guns actually on the channel. It's pretty cool. We are in fact dropping the 1,000 round range review of the CZ Customs build today. Hawaiian says, I got a Century Arms AK. Nice. Yeah, actually, I like Century Arms. I actually don't have any Century Arms guns. I would like one. I would like to get their Tactical Draco and just have a nice, fun, ridiculous Tactical Draco build from Century Arms. Their SVD clone or the PSL or geez, whatever you want to call it is very cool as well. We shot that not all that long ago at Kalash Bash a couple months ago. So that was pretty cool. Century Arms has some cool stuff, man. This one here is a Zestava M90. Not by Century Arms. 5.56 AK. The tactical is nice. Yeah, the Tactical Draco, I don't think it's like a very practical gun, but I think it's kind of fun and kind of cool, which is always a good vibe, always a vibe I appreciate. Although guns are very serious, and I do think you should have serious setups for like a home defense gun, a carry gun, and a nightstand gun. In other categories, I enjoy having fun with my firearms for what it is. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. It is nice for what it is. The 1913 rail, the M-lock, the Picatinny, pretty cool. I do kind of have I guess I want to say a tactical Draco style gun, kind of. I have a Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch, which is a shorter barrel 7.62x39 AK variant that's pretty cool, that I enjoy shooting quite a bit. So that one's quite a bit of fun. Actually, Keegan earlier was like, hey, where'd that gun go? That was actually, I mean, it kind of still is one of my favorite guns, but I just haven't shown it on the channel all that recently. My home defense is a 590 Shockwave. Not a bad option. No pistols, only long arms. Fair. Not to say that's a bad home defense option, because it's not. I just, I don't know. I really like a 300 Blackout or a Subsonic 9 for home defense, just so I'm not going to blow out my ears. But again, that's a pretty, nuancey thing. What's the gun on the left with the red extended mag? This is the 4.25-inch Springfield Prodigy with a ton of aftermarket upgrades. Is the Cerakoted AK finished? No, it is still at Syndicus Cerakote, but when they send that back, it's going to be pretty cool. And then they're also sending one of their AKs, which is dope. So we'll have a new AK variant on the channel when they send the Cerakoted AK. Do you know what Jim Fuller is up to these days? He started a company. It's called like Phoenix something, or Fuller Phoenix Fuller, something like that. But they like don't sell anything. I think they do custom AK builds, maybe. But I remember actually not all that long ago was on that website, and it's just like coming soon. And I'm like, well, it's been years. They're giving you an AK. So yes, I sent my AKM for them to Cerakote, the PSA GF4 with the Barwaris rail. So they're Cerakoting that one, but they have Syndicus USA makes a kind of, it is an AK. It takes PMags. It's in 5.56. It's called the Orion. It's pretty sick. So they're gonna send me that. Yo, what's up, boy? What's up, man? John Curry says the Acro Pro. Now, this is the CH Precision Duty XL optic. It is arguably the worst optic I own. There's a bunch of little glass shards already in the optic window, and I have not torture tested it at all. So I highly recommend not buying the CH Precision Duty XL optic, because it sucks. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I try and get like a cheaper optic, I don't know, but this is not even a cheap optic. This optic's $400 and it still sucks. AKM or AK-47? I mean, really the only difference is going to be the select fire, essentially. Sweet. Keepsies or like the CZ kind of situation? Keepsies, which is dope. Fiasco Don. And dude, I don't know, man. I have not heard from the CZ people. I sent them an email a couple of weeks ago and I was like, yo, like, because a lot of my shorts with this gun like did incredibly well. Like I think I have 3 shorts with this gun that have over 100,000 views. So like I basically was like, yo, I usually charge like $25 for every 1,000 views, and I literally have 200,000 views for you. So like I think I should be able to keep the gun. And they ignored my email, and that's fine. So my plan is to keep the gun unless they want it back. And in case if they want it back, I'm going to go to the range again, run the absolute piss out of it again before I send it back to them, because I want to shoot it more. And that's my plan. But hopefully they'll be nice and let me keep it. What do you think of the dogleg rail Gen 3 from Texas Weapons System? I think it's a good rail. I think it works. It's not my style. I don't like the way it looks. And I think it's way too expensive. Again, nothing bad to say about that. If they were to send me one, I would love to run it. But it's not my style, I guess. I do like my 940 Pro, but I have a 300 Blackout for home defense with a VP9 match bed stand. Nice. My 308 bolt action should be in this week. Very cool. Any cheaper option? No, unfortunately. Midwest Industries has one. I would say it's probably about the same price. JMac has some options, probably about the same price. If you really just wanted to run an optic on the AK, you could do a railed gas tube or like the side mount rail. The streaming perks are kicking in. That's cool. What do you mean, Fiasco Don? Yeah, you know, the streams do well. Are you into match pistols, aka long slides? I guess I don't have any. The longest slide pistol that I have is like 5 or 6 inches, so not incredibly long. But I would like to get more into that space for sure. God Guns and Ammo says side mount rail with an EOTech. You know, personally, I'm not a huge fan of the side mount rail. Every time I try and run one, it shakes off, and I just get really frustrated. I do actually really like to run like a railed gas tube. That's kind of my AK optic preference. I don't know why. I think it looks really cool. And it's always done a good job at holding zero for me, and I don't have to remove it. I mean, like the streaming perks, doing reviews and getting free stuff. Yeah, man. We've gotten a good amount of stuff. I hesitate to like even say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I should be getting a new 2011 on the channel, hopefully this week. So, and that's sent out. What is on the barrel of your AKs? This is the Midwest Industries light and laser mount, and I have a PowerTac flashlight connected to that. It's basically just a C-clamp around the barrel and cleaning rod. Or the rail guard. We have Serbian redwood furniture that's kind of goon taped on. Pretty cool stuff. If you guys are just popping on the stream, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. We actually have a 1,000-round range review dropping today of this guy right here, the CZ Customs CZ75 build. It's going to be a very cool range review. Plenty of montage, plenty of me running the gun, plenty of build drills, all the good shooting fun, and then all the good talking fun as well. So pretty cool stuff. Yeah, just to kind of, I don't know. I don't really want to go over this build too much because we do that in the range review. But I am running a Holosun 507, a Surefire X300 on this for the range review and right now. I have a VZ58 with the same setup on it. Nice. Would a Seymour mount work on the AK? I'm not actually sure what that is. Catchy B, is this airsoft? No, this is real. Real guns here. We got the Springfield Prodigy with V8 ports, 2.5-pound trigger job. Nice little 2011. We got the Zestava M90, a beautiful 5.56 AK. And then we have the CZ75 Shadow Accu whatever CZ Customs build. Is it safe to say you like the CZ more than the Prime? Not to offend Canik, obviously. You know, that's actually a very interesting question, and a question I didn't necessarily think of. They are guns for two very different roles. This gun shoots ridiculously fast. Like I shot this basically as fast as the ported 2011, okay? So like this gun shoots fast as piss. It is incredibly heavy. Like I would just never carry this gun. So it's a very heavy speed race gun / high-end nightstand gun. Whereas the Canik Prime it's lightweight. It's got 17+1 round capacity. Like I guess like for carry, I'm definitely choosing the Canik. Also, if you needed a gun to go 1,000 rounds, I'm definitely choosing the Canik as well. Funny enough, I think the trigger may actually be lighter on that Canik too. It's probably pretty close to this in single action. I do really like this gun for what it is. My biggest complaint about this gun, I guess I have 3. Complaint number one is that I can't run co-witnessing backup iron sights, which really irritates the hell out of me. Complaint number two is going to be the cost. This guy MSRP is at $1,924. Complaint number three was longevity during the 1,000 round range review. So you'll have to watch the 1,000 round range review that drops today. The Canik Prime, you know, I'm not going to say it's as flat or as nice shooting as this gun because it's not, but it is fairly flat shooting and fast shooting for a 9mm EDC. I like the reddish wood furniture on that AK. I've got 7.62, but light tan furniture. Yeah, this is Serbian redwood from Zestava. CZ is a top-notch gun, low recoiling and flat shooting. Yes, agree. We have the 1,000 round range review of that today. Works calling, boys. Have fun. I love the early live. Well, thanks for popping by, Mountain Man. If you guys are just stopping by to the Muzzle Broke channel, well, welcome. I appreciate you being here. And please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out an absolute ton. I really do appreciate it. So please subscribe. And you're not going to want to miss the 1,000 round range review of the CZ Customs build because that will be out on the channel today. Dropping at noon, which is pretty exciting, pretty cool stuff. So very excited for that range review. We make the furniture on your AK for $3. Okay. I mean, I would love some new. Actually, I had some master plans because I think I actually have some extra Yugo AK furniture hanging out. I may actually do some sort of like furniture spray paint job, but we'll see. I think that might look a little stupid, but that's okay. But yeah, the gun's out on the table. Well, I guess we forgot about the giveaway gun, the Canik TP9 Elite SC. We're giving away that along with the Utica Knives Survival Knife, so make sure you get your giveaway entries in. But we also have the 4¼ inch Springfield Prodigy hanging out today, along with the Zestava M90, a beautiful 5.56 AK, and the CZ Custom CZ75 SP01 Acu Shadow. Yeah, do you ship? LOL, yes. So the world is ending. You have unlimited mags and bullets for only one out of all of your pistols. Which one you would pick? And rifles. I assume the quick hatch for rifle calibers, though. Yeah, I Glock 17 Gen 3 for my handgun, and you know, I would say maybe the quick hatch, but I also like if this makes it through the 1,000 round range review, I might actually say this. Why? Well, it's 5.56, which is a lighter round. I could carry more ammo. It's more common. The 5.56 is going to perform ballistically very well out of an 18.25 inch barrel. This gun does have an adjustable gas block, and it's also like lighter than the quick hatch. So I don't know. But for handguns, definitely just Glock 17 Gen 3. That's just got to be my pick. But yeah, for rifles, like I said, I haven't really done 1,000 rounds through this, but I've done a couple hundred, and it works just incredibly well. We have a quick hatch killer. Maybe. My only complaint about this, and it's my own fault, is I didn't want a tactical AK. Like I wanted the Serbian redwood. So I'm kind of like, how the hell am I going to mount an optic to this? Because the Yugos use a different side mount and I don't have it. So like there's not going to be an optic on this for the range review, which is fine, but you know, whatever. Companies usually just order a shipment from us, an upcharge, classic. MDEX says, I kind of wish I would have gotten the 4¼ inch. Yeah, for my preliminary research, the 4¼ inch ran faster, I guess, from what people were saying. But I don't know, man. Who knows? But if you guys are just popping on the stream, welcome to the Muzzle Broke channel. Please subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. Oh, what's this one called? I heard it's a 5.56. Yes, this is the Zestava M90 is the name of this gun. I like it quite a bit, man. 18.25 inch chrome line barrel, adjustable gas block, chrome line bolt. Good stuff. Pretty inexpensive for what you get as well. Thank you, sir. Yeah, man, no problem. Out of the 3 guns on the table, this gun's actually the least expensive, the Zestava M90. The CZ Customs build MSRP is at over $1,900, which is pretty expensive. Springfield Prodigy with all these aftermarket upgrades, I would say it's right around $2,000, maybe. Talking my language now, yeah. We also have the Canik TP9 Elite SC in the background. You could win that gun. We're giving it away. Sammy Boy said hi. What's up? So yeah, man, plenty of cool guns on the Muzzle Bro channel. We are dropping the 1,000-round range review for the CZ today. A 5.56 AK for less than a pistol. Yeah, typically the handguns we have on the channel are like ridiculously expensive. I thought about getting the dust cover that has the pick rail, but I don't think it would hold 0. The cover seems to move a bit. Yeah, if it's just the dust cover, it typically will. You usually need to get the like gas tube or hand guard that like sits into the cover. The Glock made sense. You can use the Glock 17 mags in all other 9mm Glocks, well, except the 43, 43X, and apparently the 19X. I didn't know that. Are these real? Yes, Miss Jan Cook. You ever thought about dropping the cash for a B&T if you don't have one? Yeah, for a while there, when I was kind of deciding on what PCC I wanted to get, I did consider the GHM9, and I still would actually really like that gun. I think it would be fun. That's probably the B&T I would buy if you put a gun to my head and said you buy a B&T today. Why do people not consider the TTI Combat a true Terran tactical build? Probably because it's less expensive. I don't know. It's a nice gun, man. Just people are always going to hate on everything. People are a little snobby about everything. So, do you, and who cares about everybody else would be my recommendation. What do you think of the new PSA 5.56 Jackal? Love the Jackal, man. My buddy First Shot Tactical has one, and he's been kind enough to let me shoot that quite extensively. I think it's a pretty good gun. You can tune it very well with a suppressor. I think that's where it shines in that role specifically. So yeah. So if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. We got the 1,000-round range review of the CZ Customs build dropping today. Early morning stream, coffee and guns for work. Hell yeah, just hit the sub. Well, thank you, Mr. Skrilla. I appreciate you. Cool guns, Richie Hustle 3 says. Thanks, man. We got the CZ75 SP01 Acu Shadow from CZ Customs. We are dropping the range review of this today, which is exciting. I love that you could still see my fingerprints on it. We have the Zestava M90, a beautiful Serbian redwood Yugoslavian AK from Zestava. And then we also have the Springfield Prodigy 4¼ inch. We do have some aftermarket trigger work, ports, optic, magwell, all that good stuff. Everyone hit the like button. Yes, I would appreciate that. But I do have to get going to the gym here. We should hopefully be on a live stream later, but keep your eyes peeled on the channel because all of the awesome CZ Customs range review content is gonna hit today. Well, I'll read these last comments. You didn't talk down the Jackal, which I've never shot, but ever since they mentioned the 5.56, I've never heard. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Canik have some of the best triggers on the market. I agree. But, all right, if you guys are stopping by, subscribe to the channel. Range review dropping on the CZ Customs build. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next live stream. We will be doing one later tonight. I appreciate you stopping by. Everyone have a great day. I will have a nice shoulder day at the gym, but thanks for popping in.